I can't believe I'm making this video. So, welcome to the wedding dress saga. This is gonna be the first episode of like a series of videos that I'm gonna be filming throughout, the foreseeable future. Well, the wedding is in October, so up until then, right? And I can't believe I'm getting married. I'm so excited. I have wondered what I would wear for my wedding dress for years now. I have looked at hundreds of dresses because I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but the fact that I can sew cripples me to an extent that I can't make a choice because the possibilities are endless. So if because of course I have crafter's audacity, so I think I can do anything I set my mind to. Therefore, the sky's the limit. Therefore, there's nothing I won't try. And for months, I could not choose what I would do. And you will see here in this video a little bit of it, right? Because I started with an idea, but then I changed halfway through. This is Christina from the future talking, right? But I will bring you back to Christina from like a couple months ago in a bit. And yeah, let's start from the beginning, because I feel like even though I ended up changing my mind a bit, not entirely, but like a bit on the direction I went through, I feel like the steps that I took to get there are important. So I'm gonna be showing on screen some of the ideas that I went through, that I did on Procreate. So first, I saw this dress from Frida Leopold, and I absolutely fell in love with it because when I tried some wedding dresses, I really, really loved the ones that had like some very long sleeves. And the wedding is in October, therefore having some type of sleeves kind of fits the season, right? And I don't know, it was just so airy and so beautiful, and I really liked it. But then my aunt, shout out to her, she sent me this gorgeous, gorgeous set from Vinted. And here I have the corset because that was the main thing that wowed me a lot. And of course, I love the idea of a corset because I love historical fashion. I didn't want a classic modern wedding dress. It just did not feel like me. I feel like I saw hundreds of wedding dresses and 90% of them look exactly the same. And I didn't like them. And so, I don't know, the fact that it had some color, I loved that. It just spoke to me so much. But it was like 300 euros and I was so close to buying it, but it wasn't my size. And because it was too big, if I had to, I could try to fix it, but I was so worried it might eat up at the embroidery, And so, I don't know, something in me told me it wasn't right. It wasn't the right choice. It was a big, big inspiration from moving forward, but that dress was not meant for me. But then, from this corset, I changed my mind completely. I was like, I want something like this. And also from trying wedding dresses, I really thought that the heart shape, sweetheart neckline, fit me much better than the V-neck, the V décolletage, right? So from that, I decided to make a sketch of how I would make this corset, because I had a pattern from Aranea Black, the Sylvia pattern, that I was actually really wanting to do. And so I thought, okay, I'll just grab this pattern, make a mock-up and change it a bit. Because of course I would have to do the curve, the scallops at the bottom, And yeah, and then I also found yet another dress from Frida Leopold. She's amazing, and she made like a very beautiful corset with the scallop shapes, and I was like, yes, this. And also I really like the fact that it was a bit longer, because the one from Vinted was like, it stopped at the waist and it was straight, and I really wanted the peak, right? Like the more triangular shape, because it felt a bit more historical inspired, right? But because it didn't have any sleeves, I thought, okay, I need to put something on top. So I decided that maybe I could make a mantón de Manila, which is very typical Spanish thing. Part of my family comes from the south. I'm from the north of Spain, and I am very like, I love the north of Spain, but like I also like to identify with my roots from Andalusia. And I thought a mantón de Manila was a very, very beautiful addition that I could add, especially because it's an international wedding in the sense that we're mixing two families. So the fact that I really wanted to bring in this Spanishness of it, you know? And I thought maybe because I didn't have any lace on the corset and the dress itself, I could put it in the mantón de Manila, right? Because I wanted some lace, but it just didn't fit with the design that I was going for right now. And then of course at the top you can see some inspiration for shoes, for hair, and for a veil. This was the inspiration. So far, I hadn't bought any fabric. I had a pattern, I had a vision, and I tried to execute said vision. So I will leave you now with Christina of the past doing the Aranea black corset. And I'll catch up with you once she's done. So this is the vibe. I finished the corset. My boyfriend helped me tie it down. And I mean, I'm snatched. What can I say? But I can definitely tell there's a bit too much fabric at the bust. Itty bitty committee. But I think apart from this seam that I will definitely have to take in a little bit, the rest fits quite nicely. I mean, I put it on with like just the regular skirt of mine because I know there was like the tiniest bit too much here, but I know there's gonna be fabric underneath, right? So it makes sense that there should be a little bit of room for a skirt to come out of. But yeah, I mean, it might be a bit too high. It's definitely a very high corset in the back. I do not need it to be this high. It was a pain in the ass to lace into. So I need to make all the markings and all the adjustments that I have to do, because I'm not putting this again. Oh my lord, I was seriously considering putting up like a placket here. Like this design comes with a placket, and I'm like, I get it now. I get it why you would want a placket here, but that's not the vision. So I guess I just need help lacing in the day off. But my mom and my sister-in-law are all gonna be there, so it's all good. It's all Gucci. I'm gonna have assistance. But yeah, I'm gonna mark in these alterations, mark in like the shape of the petals that I want to have here. And maybe, no, I actually quite like, let me see here. I actually quite like how it's looking. If I take out the seam allowance, it's kind of, sorry for the sound, it's kind of something like this. If I take out the seam allowance, but I think this looks nice. I just need to take it in. So, you know, it does that. That will be the ideal thing. I mean, and who says I couldn't put some pattern in between? Nobody. It's my dress. I'll do what I want to. Let's keep going. Hi, it's me again. And yeah, you've seen that I made the corset. It snatched me the F up, and I loved how it fit. However, I realized a corset is a corset, and it was just too restrictive for my wedding day. Like, I am so sure I will make this corset in like another fabric, and I will wear it somewhere. I don't know, because I love it and I loved how it fit. And after making those couple adjustments at the bust especially, I think it would have looked amazing. But I realized, yeah, it was just so restrictive, hard to sit on. And you know, I came to the conclusion that I need to compromise a bit, in the sense that it's my wedding day. I want to have fun. I want to be like, yeah, I could loosen it up a little bit, but like, will I? I wouldn't, because I would like to look snatched. So I know I wouldn't. And if you don't have a corset doing what a corset is supposed to do, why do you wear it, you know? So I thought we need to change directions. And also, because I hadn't bought any fabric, I was having like crisis after crisis every 3 or 4 days. My mom and my sister can tell you, because I would just spam WhatsApp with yet another style of dress that I could do. And I ended up going back to a design which was one of the very, very first ones that I thought of when I was designing dresses. I have it here because I ended up drawing a design. Well, I'll probably put it here. It's this, of course, sweetheart neckline, like a triangular waist, but it has like a more puffy sleeve. My Pinterest board was full of these sleeves, but I don't know. Because when I tried wedding dresses, I didn't try any dress that had these sleeves. I didn't have any at the shop. It kind of slipped my mind. Then I saw this corset on Vinted, therefore, I don't know. I got caught up into that whole quest line. But, you know, after taking a step back, reassessing and rethinking a bit, looking back at like, what were the ideas that got me excited in the first place, you know, about a dress that I would love. And this was that. However, I did really want the idea of a corset, but I thought, how about stays? Stays are more comfortable, they're less restrictive, and I saw this picture of Maria Uterud, and she has a gown called the Minerva gown, and it's close to exactly what I want, like shape-wise. And I want the dress to be tulle. Like, I love the brocade, but like for my wedding, I really want the tulle and the lace. I went back to having lace in my dress because I just really wanted that from the very beginning. And so she has this dress called the Minerva gown, and she wore it once to a ball, having this 1780s, I think it is, or 70s stays on top of it, made in velvet. And I was like, oh, I was gagged. I was like, this is exactly what I want. I had saved that like months ago. And like, I was like, why don't I make this but bridal version, right? And like, even if I make as the stays mock-up and I still decide no, too restrictive, that's fine. I still have a dress that I love. Like, yes, I love the vision with the stays, but the good thing about this design idea is that even if I make the mock-up for the stays and I ended up deciding not to use them, I will still have a dress that I love. But yeah, I think this is the direction I want to move on to, and I have started moving on to. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the fabrics that I bought. But yeah, exciting times ahead, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm getting married. Thank you for being in this journey with me, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like so the algorithm gods are happy, and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment. Tell me which of the designs did you like more? Are you happy with the one that I ended up going for, or did you like the other two directions that I went with first? Also, tell me if you're working on any projects right now, because I really want to know. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Really, thank you for being here. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!